Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to take a look at the Nintendo Switch 2 and talk about my top 10 favorite local multiplayer cooperative games on the Nintendo Switch 2. You guys know I used to make these lists all the time for the original Nintendo Switch every single year, showcasing different games that came out specifically this year that have to do with local multiplayer gaming, because I love local multiplayer games on this channel. It's one of my favorite things about the original Switch, and now of course with the Switch 2, I move over to making this list for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now of course, the Switch 2 just came out this year, so the pickings are not as large as they would be, but we still managed to get 10 great local multiplayer games that you can play on here on the Nintendo Switch that you're going to have a blast playing throughout the holiday season that I want to talk to you guys about here today. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a brekkie is the gaming tech, gaming tech is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
The first one here coming in at number 10 is Fast Fusion. If you guys remember this name, it's because we did have this exact same game. Well, not the exact same game, but a game similar to this that launched on the original Nintendo Switch. And now we have a sequel of sorts that came out on the Nintendo Switch 2. And it looks fantastic in 4K when you connect it to your TV, or in handheld mode, 1080p. It looks amazing and they did a great job. The graphics are superior. It's a really fun, like, Wipeout style gameplay. You can play up to 4 players, obviously, and it's super fun. And at the price point of $14.99, it's definitely recommended. Fast Fusion at number 10. The next one on this list coming in at number 9 is Puyo Tetris 2S. So this is a really fun game that combines Puyo and Tetris and has a variety of different game modes from 2 to 4 players that you can play locally. Sometimes you can play, people battling Tetris against each other. Sometimes there's Puyo, sometimes it's Puyo versus Tetris, and everyone's battling on the boards, and you have all these different game modes. Some of them, like, you actually throw weapons at each other. So many different rule sets of what you can choose from to play this. And the Switch 2, you can add your video with a game chat feature there in the background, which is always super fun to do in my opinion. So there's a good variety of games that you can play on here, a good variety of modes that you can play with up to 4 players, especially if you like the stylized version of, Puyo and Tetris. It's a really fantastic game and really, really fun. 12 modes in the game and you'll have a blast with a lot to do. So Puyo Switch 2 edition comes in at number 9. The next one here coming in at number 8 is Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This game literally just came out a couple of days ago when this video goes live. And this is for all my beat 'em up fans, especially my Marvel beat 'em up fans. This is a brand new, built from the ground up Marvel beat 'em up game. And it's super good. It came out and people are loving it. 1 to 4 players that you can play a side-scroller beat 'em up, and you have 15 different characters in here from the Marvel universe. People like Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Wolverine, and all of these, and She-Hulk, and all of the ones that you would expect are in here, and they all have their own different move sets and stuff like that. It is super awesome. You can swap in and out of characters really easily. The locales you go through, the pixel art is fantastic in this game. And obviously there's a campaign mode that you can go through. There's an arcade mode as well that you would expect in here. There's so many different options in here, and the game just looks really good. I mean, look at these stylized comic book graphics that are sitting in this game. They did a fantastic job with this one. I can't wait to continue to play this one, and this is a great one to either play on the Switch with up to 4 players or anywhere else you want to play it, like in your arcades and stuff like that. Marvel Cosmic Invasion coming in at number 8. The next one on this list coming in at number 7 is Street Fighter 6, and this is the only one on the list that is only for 1 to 2 players. Everything else is 1 to 4, but I had to include one on this list like this because Street Fighter 6 is such a well done game, and it includes all the characters that the game has been releasing from the start, and they did a great job porting this over with all the stages that are in here, the graphics on how well they look, the fact that you can play, local multiplayer on here and local wireless 1v1. You can do avatar matches. They have the party-based modes that are brand new to the Switch 2 with a gyro battle and calorie contest and all that stuff that they added on here. So all of that just really makes this a really good Street Fighter version, and it's as great as ever. And who doesn't want to fight 1v1 with their friends? Street Fighter 6 coming in at number 7. The next game here coming in at number 6 is Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and this game actually comes out, I think, the day after I release this video, but I've been playing this game for a while, and they do have the Switch version already out. This is just the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and I am super excited for this game to be on the Switch 2 for all of you guys who have it, because this is a fantastic kart racing game. Higher resolution, higher frame rates, better graphics, and everything are obviously all included on here, but the game in and of itself is amazing. Really is one of the best Sonic racing games that I've played in a really long time. all the creative courses that you're playing through, the Crossworlds functionality where you're zipping each lap is a different kind of course you're playing through and stuff like that. It is super, super awesome. If you already bought the Switch version, then you could just pay $10 like you saw there to upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 version with those features. And it's a fantastic kart racing game. If you guys are even a little bit of a fan of Sonic and love the kart racing ones, like the ones from Transformed and All-Stars Racing from back in the day, and you want to try this one, make sure you check it out. Crossworlds coming in at number 6. The next one here coming in at number 5 is Kirby's Air Riders. And this one really caught me by surprise because honestly, I have Kirby's Air Riders on the GameCube but never played it. I got it at a garage sale once, put it on my shelf, and never played it. And I'm super ashamed to admit that because this game is fantastic. It is not like a kart racer. It's not like Mario Kart because the thing is, the kart is moving forward for you by itself, but the graphics in this game and the way that it's played and the way that you're using like 1 or 2 buttons, basically one button the whole entire game, is awesome. Like racing, and the tracks are so unique. There's a huge variety of tracks. I think it's 30 in this game that there is. And not only that, but the city trial mode that a lot of people always talk about is full of so much fun that you can play with 1 to 4 of your friends between the field events, the battle different modes, powering up your machine to level them up and get them as much as you can, getting your copy abilities, and then finally having that final showdown in the stadium. It's so unique to any other game I've ever played in the racing genre that I don't even know what this game is described like, but it's amazing. Kirby's Air Riders coming in at number 5. The next one on this list coming in at number 4 is Overcooked 2 in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I think a lot of us at this point know the Overcooked genre where you and 3 of your friends are going around all these different kitchens and trying to cooperatively work together. But this one adds camera play and game share features, and I actually really love the camera features when they add it into games where like when you're moving around you could see your friends' reactions by seeing their camera above their head. I think it's really cool, and the game has never looked better on the Switch with the 4K resolution and stuff like that, and the gameplay is as good as ever. You have a variety of different kitchens in here where you and your friends are playing and trying to cooperatively, you know, do all these different orders that the customers are coming through, dealing with the variety of the kitchens where platforms are moving and stuff like that, and it's all here. And they did a great job porting this game over and making it look better than it ever has, and the game is just as good as ever. It's one of the top 10 best local multiplayer games made ever, period. And now you have a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game. Hopefully they port the rest of the DLC over because I think they left some of the DLC out for some reason. But regardless, fantastic game. Check it out. This is Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, coming in at number 4. The next game here coming in at number 3 is Jackbox Party Pack 11. This is a long-running series of a game that's obviously the 11th pack at this point, where it comes with 5 brand new games where you and a bunch of your family and friends, more than 4, it depends on the game, usually up to 8 at least, where you can play a variety of different games that uses your phone. And this game is probably one of the best ones from Jackbox in a very long time, with the unique gameplay that you have, and the mini games that are in here I think are all super well done. Like I said, there's 5 different ones. Some of them require drawing, some of them are, you know, it depends on which one you're playing. So this cookie one that you were drawing and making different cookies and stuff like that really is hilarious. We just played this over Thanksgiving break, and you know, the trivia one that's in here is really well done. Hearsay, making different noises with your phone is probably the most funniest thing I've ever seen, and I almost pissed myself laughing when playing this game and seeing the way that they use those clips and put them into the game. It is super funny. You'll die laughing, and it's one of the best party packs from Jackbox in a really long time and a long-running franchise. So Jackbox Party Pack 11 coming in at number 3. The next one here coming in at number 2 is Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Jamboree TV. This is a fantastic Mario Party game where they took the original one that they just released on the Nintendo Switch, and they basically added a bunch of features for the Nintendo Switch 2, things like the camera stuff, higher resolution when you're on the TV, all that kind of thing, game chat. But then they also added a bunch of different mini games that added the camera things above people's heads while you're playing Mario Party, which is a great addition for this in my opinion. And they added a bunch of different mini games, things that use the microphone on the Switch, things that use you know, the mouse controls and stuff like that. So they did add a good thing to kind of make the Nintendo Switch 2 specific features be used in here. I did wish that we would have gotten more boards and stuff like that to kind of round out the package. Maybe that's something that they still will do in the future, but regardless, it was really awesome to kind of see a variety of different mini games added to the package that use the Nintendo Switch 2, and the mini games that were already in the original version are amazing. So if you didn't pick this up on the Switch, you have a better excuse to pick it up now that it looks better than ever in 4K on TV, and it looks really, really good. It's one of my favorite Mario parties in a long time. Super Mario Party Jamboree plus TV edition coming in at number 2. And the number 1 game on this list, which is not going to shock anybody, is Mario Kart World, the game that exclusively came packed in if you wanted it to. When you bought the Nintendo Switch 2, you could have bought it together and saved some money. But man, this game is really, really good. It's everything you could have wanted at it in a Mario Kart game. There's a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different courses and stuff like that. And what I really hope that they do next with this game is kind of, I think they did a really good job with all the courses and the characters and stuff, but I want to see them really take the world name into this game and really expand upon it. What I mean by that is, give me more courses from Zelda, give me courses from all different properties of Nintendo. Not just what we usually see in Mario Party. Give me things from Splatoon. Give me things from Animal Crossing. Give me things from every property Nintendo has there to offer, and give me all those courses, because what's here is already amazing, and they have to be working on DLC. They'd be nuts if they weren't working on DLC for this game, and I really hope that the DLC that they're working on this for this game really elevates it to new heights and really does lean into the world nature of this game, because what's really here is really awesome, and it's going to keep people entertained for a really long time. I think they made smart choices on the mechanics that they added to this game, and it feels as good as ever, and the graphics are the best they've ever been, being 4K on the TV and 1080p on the handheld. So it looks fantastic. The on-gun gameplay has been really good in this one, and this is going to be one that's in rotation for a really long time for everybody, just like Mario Kart 8 was on the Switch when that came out. So Nintendo, if you're listening, hurry up with that DLC. We're all waiting, and hopefully it's good when it comes out. So Super Mario Kart World coming in at number 1 for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my top 10 favorite Nintendo Switch 2 cooperative and local multiplayer games for 2025. I look forward to doing these lists every year, and you guys should follow and subscribe if you guys like seeing lists like this for all different consoles, because I love local multiplayer gaming. And if you guys want to support me and the channel, there will be links down below to purchase your own Nintendo Switch 2 if you haven't already. And thank you guys for watching. Till next time.